Well, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing very well. We have patch number 5 that's out. It's actually going to be my first time reading this, so you'll probably get like a live reaction of what my thoughts are. I've briefly seen some stuff on Twitter, but I thought in a minute, let me just go through it. So obviously they made a patch. It's going to be coming out very, very soon. It should be upload for PC very soon. The first thing is they increase the distance that a ball can travel after making contact with the foot or leg of the defender during the block animation. Increase the distance that a ball can travel after making contact with the foot or leg of the defender during. Okay, I mean that's not a bad thing to do, to be honest. I didn't really notice. It depends how far the distance is, to be honest. It really does, increase the distance. Is that by 1% or 60%? You know what I mean? As usual, these pictures are very ambiguous, but it doesn't really mean anything. You can only see. We have to wait for it to see how it transpires in a game. But anyway, decrease the amount of time team press deep command to fall before acquiring a cooldown, 30 seconds. In all honesty, this is completely irrelevant because people can still use constant pressure. They should have reduced the effectiveness, not reduced the timer. It's not exactly changing the problem. All it's doing is reducing for how long you can do it, but with constant pressure, it eliminates that. More information to be coming. Okay, increased impact overload the ball side. This is very, very important. Many people don't know yet, but sure, Neil Guide's exclusive view on Twitch, you'll know what I'm talking about. People have been using overload the ball side to park the bus with combination with AI blocks, and it's been ridiculously OP. Thank God they've increased this. People have not talked about it too much, but it's a very important thing that they've done. Again, you have to wait for that picture notes article. Increased impact on constant pressure and retouch on in-game stamina. I'm in favor for that. I haven't got an issue with this. Some people are saying they're not really a big fan of it, but I think this is a good idea. The impact on constant pressure is going to be one thing. This was a big issue because in the game, sometimes, I think someone summed this up very well. I can't remember who said it, but someone said to me while I was in a stream, and someone also said to me that they sometimes constant pressure affects the player, sometimes it doesn't. Like some games, you can use constant pressure in the entire game, others you can't. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at that when it comes out, to be honest. When requesting a shot or this is the biggest issue in FIFA 21 in terms of shooting. This is the fact that this even existed in the game. The reason why I was really struggling with the game, not from, I suppose you can say, a player perspective, but more from an enjoyment perspective, was every single time I got inside the box, I pressed the shoot button and it just wouldn't shoot. And I think that was a big issue in the game. It's gonna double. When is this patch probably gonna come out? Probably on maybe next week. But this was a big issue. So when you press the shoot button, sometimes when you do it, it'll take a ridiculous long time. It'll take 1 second, and by that time, air deflection would have obviously counteracted my shot, and then I would have squandered opportunities. So this is a very good thing they've changed. There's some issues with the case of user control, performance, automatic launch animation. Not noticed this because I've never had pass block assistant off. Cannot be formed. Yes, this is also very true. If you're a PES user, like if you're a user like mine, the bridge skill move cannot be used if you were double tapping the R2 button. Because if you swap the R1 or R2 the bridge doesn't work. It did work sometimes, but hopefully they would have fixed it now with a more permanent thing. So if you use the R2 button and R1 button to run, the R2 button to the bridge wouldn't have worked. That is something that I noticed. Didn't know about that. When a foul occurs, only result in a yellow card, but is granted due to the referee calling for advantage. The offender could commit another card. When fouls occur, which will result in a yellow card, but it is not granted due to the referee calling for advantage, the offender could commit another yellow card offence and be shown a red card straight. So what does that mean? Does that mean that they fixed it so you can now get a red card, or you can't? Don't even know. Half asleep, so I'm presuming that means that they fixed it. In a situation, a collision between a goalkeeper and player who caused the result goal knocked into the goal. I've not really know. I've seen this on Twitter, but I've not done that myself. Diving save and followed by another diving save. This is true for fake shots. If you do a fake shot in front of the goalkeeper, you would see that. It's not really a big issue though. Some arrest goalkeeper throw was on an own goal. Nope, we've not reached that. Player rating, some take too long. Nope, following a pass. That is pretty much it. You know what? No mentions of servers. Nothing here that's really of actual thing. This is important. Updated how ping bars display in online match lobbies. Um, Shows 5. Okay, I see. Okay, no, maybe not. Okay, so we have to wait for these pitch notes, to be honest. This is quite ambiguous. It kind of reminds me, the best way I can always explain to you updates. Increased, they don't put a number on it for a reason. If something's increased, I could decrease the quality of my videos, for example, in theory, by 0.01%. Would you really notice a difference? Probably not. But I could decrease my quality by 10%, and that is something that is significant enough for you to notice a difference. I think the problem is with every single FIFA, it's kind of like FIFA 19. FIFA 19 pitch notes, they try to fix the finesse shots outside the box. Every time they try to change something, it was a small incremental change. What they should have done is, this should not even be in the game, in my opinion. But I understand you can't remove it. So what they should have done is just reduce effectiveness. That would have been a complete solution. Bring back second defender contain, or teammate contain, which should be used, or compression, which is probably originally what it was called, and that introduces the skill gap. But let's just see how this patch really lies out. And this will be a big patch, so we'll see that really works out. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Hope you enjoyed this. It's kind of like a slower video, should I say, than usual. Me just going over the patch notes, but it's something that is very interesting. But thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.